Wait. There's still a plug here and here.
Oh!
What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. We are here with Abdul Malik.
Yes.
Finally gonna put the motor in. Today myself and Abdul Malik, we're gonna actually go buy parts for the motor.
Yeah, so basically this engine, the bottom and the top, there's no issues with the engine as the engine was purchased by Mike. The car ran for 6 months, but eventually they got into an accident with the car and pulled the motor out. But in order for him to sell the motor to give the next person the surety, he pulled the cylinder head off.
I think he actually took the cylinder head off for transporting purposes.
Yeah, that, and at the same time, when the head was off, you can check the condition of the block as well.
Yeah.
So when we saw the motor, we were happy with it. We saw it, took the engine, whatever. But the problem is now we're gonna have to not rebuild it, but basically just refresh it.
Reassemble it, yeah.
Yeah. So what we're gonna need is basically just a fresh head gasket, clean everything off. The head does not need to be skimmed because it came with a specific block and there was no issues with overheating. It was just pulled off. And when putting the head back, we torque the head down. So once the head is torqued down, it pulls to its own mold to the block in the shape that it came off. So basically there is no issues with the warpage or whatever. So it's just a head gasket. We're gonna need a sump gasket, the crank seal, the cam seal, the rear main seal, and a tappet cover gasket as well.
And
at
then
the same time,
timing belt.
At the same time, we're gonna buy a timing belt, a tensioner, a water pump. The only difference between this engine and the normal non-VTEC engine is probably some reinforcements within the block, and the head now obviously with the whole pop lift.
Yeah.
So yeah. Basically the water pump should work, man. It's a D15 Z8,
yeah.
Z8. So this is what everyone says boost. It's boost suitable. So yeah, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah. You don't want to give away too much yet.
Yeah.
So guys, we are at Alert Engine Parts. So at the Malik, we're gonna check for parts for the motor. Let's see if they will allow us to record.
Yeah, we got the gasket set. Just made sure that it is a metal gasket. Rear main seal, basically the entire rubber sealing procedure on the entire engine is in one packet.
Yeah, that's way better.
And this one packet can save the engine from blowing your frick there.
We're going to Master Parts to buy the water pump, and then we're gonna go to build it to buy the paint, because we want this motor to look fresh. According to what Abdul Malik said, this car must be so fresh that I can drive without a bonnet.
Yeah, so fresh.
Yeah, so that's the plan for today. So today we're just buying parts, and then next week we'll fit the motor. Yeah.
Right guys, so this is officially the very last drive with Aurora's current motor, the D15 D16 hybrid. Unfortunately Shamil can't do the last drive because I had the car with me. So unfortunately I didn't get too many openings for pulling, but yeah, it's fun, I must say. Handling is very nice on this car. Azia. Are you, bro?
Alright, very reverse in.
Yeah. I stretch your legs. Do you want to go stretch your legs one last time? Would you like to have one last drive with this motor?
I don't know, you must do it time.
Yeah. With this motor? Nah, but it's overheating and it's more.
Gonna come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, blow it.
See it? Blow it in style.
Can you on the imbibe?
Oh shit! Alhamdulillah, man.
Way to work.
Us. This is the mic's work. Us, yeah.
My ears.
Oh yeah. Come, Samuel. Go. You want to record already, my bro?
I told him, man, we go. The robot, you do it time. You don't to blow the blow.
Just don't blow the gearbox.
Nah, you won't blow the fuck.
Wait.
Nah, don't.
We convinced Shamil now to do one last run with this particular motor, with the current motor. If it blows, well, it blows. Lessons learned, I guess. Because the new motor is gonna go in. So, unfortunately, Shamil won't be able to do anything with this block, the sub-assembly that's in here. But we'll touch more on that afterwards.
This is the last drive with this motor in. Very excited. Yeah. So let's see how this car does. I haven't actually done a time with this car yet. So I'm excited to see if the new motor makes any difference. Because look, I'm going from a 1600 SOC, D-series SOC motor to a 1500 VTEC. So I wonder if the VTEC will kind of counter the VTEC will counter or add to the 1600, you know. So yeah, let's hope it's not too slow. By the way, I don't have racing shoes on. I have like slip-ins, so I don't know if that's gonna affect my driving. So if I am slow, just a heads up, guys. Let's hope the traffic isn't too hectic. It seems like it. But it was exciting. Another thing I'm actually proud of, and it's very important if you want to drive like this, is your brakes. My brakes is good. Compared to the EG, this car feels like a race car. You feel a lot of the road, whereas the EG is very like floaty because of how high the car is.
Alright guys, so we made it back to the garage. Everyone has already been hard busy here. Mike's works in the house over here.
Here we go.
Throw your hands here, my bro. Does my want to throw his hands here? Us here? So, as you can see, they've already started assembling.
A motor.
It's a motor. It has a little bit of VTEC. Yeah guys, so there's Shamil's once again his new baby VTEC. Abdul Malik is busy disassembling some goodies here already. Got the water pump off, which was still an OEM Honda piece, no?
Yeah.
Let's see it right there quickly.
Right there.
Right there. Let's get in on that. Yeah.
From Mr. Honda himself.
Straight out of Japan, bro. But let's see that how the fins in it on the inside look.
Yeah, no, they shot.
Nah, they like okay. Yeah.
There's a.
Oh, there's a creature from Japan. Where is it? There's okay. Yeah, so the guy set up so nicely over here. I mean, look how olik is this. So practical. But I mean, it just shows you it's serious business. When Shamil and I are working on cars, our stuff is all over the place.
Our stuff look like that.
Yeah.
Underneath here is a car, guys.
Yeah, it's a full car. Busy stripping off the front end just so that we don't knock into anything. Got the fender off, bonnet off. Then Shamil is going to take you through all of the new. Okay, you've already gone through all the new goodies. No, Shamil?
No, we actually didn't go properly on the. We did like an Instagram here.
Okay, well, now's your time to shine, brother. But yeah, there it is, boys, and the motor looks sweet. So we got
all parts sponsored by Take a Lot.
yeah, fat buyer.
From Japan. Last time.
Yeah, guys, I
In
must
Japan
say
they call it
it's a very clean motor. Yeah. Very clean. So
Yeah, so did we explain that Malik found original on the water pump?
yeah, we've been there already. Right?
Oh,
So-
yeah, I'm a bit delayed.
But yeah. But yeah, guys, look, we're just gonna set you up on a time lapse. As you can see, the home is a bit walking here, but Abdul Malik will take you guys through the process here and there. So hopefully you can also do a motor rebuild of your own at home, in your almost living room, wherever you wanna do it. But yeah, you ready, Sam? Let's go. Yeah, look at the guys smile. Oh yeah. How was it?
I was mad.
It was pretty nice, no?
I did explain in the video, I'm glad my brakes still work.
Oh yeah, we saw that, bro. No ABS.
No ABS, but it
No
worked.
ABS. Oh yeah. Guys, and when you're rebuilding motors, don't be like me, don't wear sloffies. Okay? You get yourself Adidas, you get yourself a little set of Nikes there to work
Just
on.
do it right here.
Senza. You can be like Shami, what Shami wearing a pair of Crocs, my bro. Man, it's old school.
And
Cross the
plus,
pins.
my best friend.
What do we have here?
Brake cleaner.
Oh, okay, liquor.
Best thing to have in your life.
You say that's the good stuff, bro.
The funny thing is, it's like a engine cleaner, but it dries like instant.
Yeah. Mooi.
Yeah, look like a brain oil pump now.
Yeah. And you said this was what? Yamada. Yamada. So what are they, like the official OE replacement means of Honda?
They are Honda.
Oh, they are Honda. Hey. Oh, that's why they also have the choppy there. That choppy right there. Plus. But we're not going to be pittering there. We're not still changing out oil pumps and that. But yeah, guys, again, man, look at the setup, man. The setup is wild
Oh,
here.
the gasket seat is in the spotlight now.
Nah, epic.
We got a full motor gasket kit. Just this. So this will be like the
I'd say gasket, tappet cover gasket.
tappet cover gasket, spark plug,
gaskets.
gaskets.
Alles.
Which mine is actually going on here. If
Yeah,
I were to pull this out, to actually see that it's wet.
yeah,
So I'm glad we're going full refresh.
yeah.
We got. Let's see what we got here. We got mounting. Rear mounting, rear engine mounting. Graf, water pump.
Graaf.
Graf. Oil filter.
Good.
Good, yes.
Good.
Good oil
Machen.
filter. We got another good petrol filter.
Yes.
It's gooder than this one, so this one is great.
That's great.
We got the Motorhead thermostat.
Legend.
Also great.
Very important. When you get your thermostat, make sure that they give you a seal with it. Not a seal, a O-ring.
Yes.
But that one has it, no?
Yes.
Why?
We got the power grip, no slip.
No
cam
slip.
belt. Yes. Button cam belt. We got NGK spark plugs.
Just give us a code on it, so that the man can also know.
BK R6EK.
Kwai.
Yeah. This is nice good Kwai.
Kwai, is it?
Nice good Kwai. That's a very good brand.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good, that one.
We have another engine mounting. And what is this? Oh, this is the tensioner.
Kwai.
So-
now let's see the stuff, bro. Open it up.
Oh yeah. I
Oh,
didn't
we're
open-
gonna, when we get to actually building it, we open everything up.
Yeah. I mean, still fresh
Fresh, yeah. Nice.
in the packet.
So this is some one-time fresh rebuild, bro.
Yeah.
One
look,
time.
Look, we didn't open. We're not gonna open the block.
Yeah.
Because it's still basic.
Yeah. So we're not still
basically
doing pistons and stuff
fresh. Yeah,
like
but
that.
there's a one-time full-on service.
Yeah.
While the
Major
motor,
service,
while the
bro.
motor is out, to make it a lot easier for us.
Mm.
A lot of the stuff it will be very difficult to get to when the motor is in the car.
Mm.
So at least now, when it's on the operating table there with Surgeon Abdul Malik,
Makes works. That needs to be seated in there perfectly, guys. Yeah, bro. There we go.
Charles, dat is een vernier.
no.
Because we might be having an issue.
But slightly different.
Slightly.
I see the older one, it looks a bit bigger. It is bigger.
Look, the insides I'm not worried about because that is now to be stretched open.
Hold this thing off without damaging anything.
You say gentle?
Yeah, must
Gentle
be
with the vagina.
Of course, yeah. Yes, it makes it more fun.
Skull. So what do you
I
Scott need
think
to
it
get the
is.
replacement for that one tomorrow?
I think it is different, yeah. You know what? I have a cam seal.
My bro.
Fancy ma.
Oh, fast.
Fancy ma, bruh.
Tell us what you're doing.
Fitting the crank seal.
Okay.
Front crank seal.
Part 2.
The comeback.
Yeah,
what I would prefer to do is always lubricate. I don't have a rubber grease. So what I'm doing is I'm putting like a thin film of oil on the inside of the seal so that it doesn't get hot. Yo, much better, man. Much better.
Dus toelicht alleen nog in.
Aardig van hij nou. Nu maar probeer nog een waiting motor hier.
Ja, is vast.
Then you got the ducky though.
Yes. Kijk, this man is making silent jokes here, man.
Everybody has some moves. There's a small spider.
Good. You say there's a whole civilization here. And
Hierdie pas hulle voor.
From building engines. I don't know what or how people came across this. But they put sealer on the crank inside the seal.
Joe,
So,
welkom.
oh, to seal it,
Ah.
but that's the part that spins.
Yeah.
What you're supposed to
You're
do?
sealing it fast.
So what you're supposed to do is just put like, what I like to do is I like to put like a thin film of sealer on the outside of the seal just to have it sit nicely inside of the housing, so that in times where it does stick, if it does stick, which it shouldn't or won't, the seal doesn't spin inside the housing. So yeah, that's the only reason why I put oil inside here.
Tech tips with Abdul Malik. Yeah. Like a glove.
lighting though.
Night lighting is fun.
Showroom here, bro.
Alright, Shamil, I'll see you soon. Mana, what do we want? Shamil's going to the shop now. Nuts. Gummy bears.
Whatever can satisfy the sweet tooth.
Hey, I don't think Shamil can find one of those right now. Then.
Yeah, that's right.
He doesn't get it.
So what I'm doing.
Oh, wait, we just go. The promo.
So what I found on this block is there was the old gasket was still seated onto the block. So what I'm doing, I'm basically just cleaning it up. But you can't take a piece of sandpaper and sand like this, because what will happen is this part will eventually from sanding be lower than this, so it will blow here. So what I am doing is I'm taking a wooden block, something straight, putting sandpaper around it and just sanding it across, so you get an even sand instead of just rubbing it here and then you get this whole line here where this is lower. You'll have a gasket blowing, you have oil leaks sweating from the head gasket, and yeah, so basically all you want to do is you just want to sand across, try to get it as smooth as possible. There will be spots in the deck of the block where it will be lower and whatever, but try not to sand too much, because coming down to very technical measurements, the center part, the sides or the chambers itself, which is separate from the exterior of the block, it is like your millimeter of a millimeter lower than the actual deck.
So you don't want to sand it where you
It's
get from
completely
this
flush,
to
yeah.
this, yeah. Okay.
So you just want to sand it lightly to make it clean.
Yeah.
You're not looking for a complete silver top. So you will get like here some shading marks, but I can see that there was sanding marks, so it means the sandpaper is touching it, and it did clean some of the surfaces.
Yeah.
And on your head gasket itself, there is a black. I don't know if you can see. There is a black lining on there which acts as a seal on the head gasket. So therefore you don't need to apply any additives such as a gasket sealer or copper gasket spray. That is the seal itself.
Okay.
So as long as the surface is clean, the head surface is clean, the mating, basically the two mating surfaces are 100% clean, you won't have a problem with it blowing gaskets, sweating gaskets and whatever, as long as your surfaces are properly prepped.
Yeah, because I think that's what I'm having now at the moment, where it's sweating actually between the head and the block.
Yeah.
I had this in my box 3 gearboxes later.
Is it? So it's no good.
Nah, it's not
But
good.
we must gonna top up now with the motul goodies.
Yeah, bro, champions.
Lekker.
Champions for the champions.
Lekker.
Okay.
Guys, if you wanna know how to drain your gearbox oil, there we go. It's right there.
Just put your drain plug on the same place, otherwise you're gonna end up putting a spark plug in there.
Yeah, I've seen that, bro.
You're gonna have a 5-cylinder.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's already after the crop, man.
So the next step now is just to pull the gearbox up. Loosen the slave cylinder, the bell housings, mountings, this side, strip the side entirely. And the engine is going to be hanging on a jack or resting on a jack. Then once the gearbox is out, you pull the exhaust manifold loose, loosen every plug, pipe, plumbing, whatever around the engine now. Loosen that mounting, the torque mounting, aircon pipes, power steering pipes, and pull the motor out.
So guys, I still don't know how the whole motor is coming out this way, but those guys are gonna make magic.
We make it work, man. We make it work.
We make it work.
We make it work.
But yeah, so like Abdul Malik said earlier on off camera, he set the goal to pull the motor tonight. I thought we were just basically taking the head off, but I mean, we're pulling the motor tonight.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, we're gonna take this head off. We're gonna have to strip inside, you know, take the tappet cover off. We're gonna have to loosen the head bolts. We're gonna have to loosen this. Then we take it out in 2 stages, whereas instead of loosening all the head bolts, loosening whatever pipes and stuff here, we just loosen everything around the engine instead of going deep into the engine, because there's nothing we're gonna do inside. We just need to get this out to get that in. For this engine, we got the rear main seal in. We got the new thermostat in. We got the new water pump. The new water pump is in. The new, it's a bit dirty now, but there's a new tensioner in. There's a new crank seal, front crank seal in. Now the block's deck is completely smoothed out, cleaned up. The front of the block, I'm still waiting for it to dry to prep for paint. So my next step now is to flip the block upside down and do the sump gasket.
Yeah. So we drained out the oil out of this motor, and the oil was like 5 liter and a bit. So there was a lot of oil in here. But yeah, we're almost there, guys.
That was the extras that came out.
Yeah. Those guys are hard at work here. I'm just learning as we're going, but also assisting where I can.
Look, everything that we are doing now, it's a bit of an effort. What is it? Effort?
No, just extra.
To get space-wise, man, inside of the engine bay, to replace what we are replacing now, we have to lay under the car. You have to squeeze your hand into tight spots. So while the engine is out, while he's stripping, by the time he's done stripping, I'm done assembly. So the process will be quicker this way, man. And what are we doing? We're not rebuilding the engine, putting rings, bearings, whatever. Everything is still stock standard, but original. And this engine was driving for very little. So we're just basically refreshing it. Everything externally, wear and tear items like the sump gasket, oil seals, water pump, tensioner, cam belt, gaskets, just to prevent further maintenance issues. So once this engine is dropped into that car, starting up perfect, tuned, whatever, the bonnet doesn't have to be opened every day to, hey, must I check oil, hey, must I check water, hey, there's an oil leak, I can't stand here because the car's gonna leak oil.
Yeah.
None of that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, while at the motor, the gearbox is ready to come out right now. So we pretty much got everything loose around there. Hello Abdul Malik.
Yo.
How's it down there, bro?
Alright.
Catching that breeze?
All the way from the
Let's see if we can undo it from the bottom.
I'm gonna do it from the bottom.
Yeah, that's where the best part is.
Yeah. Shamil unfortunately was left with the cuckest job ever of cleaning the sound gasket. Oh, you're winning!
Yeah, I'm almost.
Slowly but surely, Shamil has
last
been busy
stage.
with us like for 3 hours already now.
Yeah, with this sticky blade.
Yay! Shafts are out. What's that? You're almost busy grinding over here.
What's it? My foot? No, mine, your foot.
That's it.
Your hand. Come on.
There we go, now it's the plumbing. You want to drain the oil first? I'm going to do a couple of this. I'm going to
Wait. Can you hold you?
wait. It's for the plug here and here.
Oh.
Kenapa tak ada?
Okay.
Fine, Germans. How's your shoulder? How's your shoulder?
Hey.
Alright guys, so as you guys can see, the motor's out, don't worry. Shamil is fine. Abdul Malik did apologize to him for leaving him hanging there. The cramp zone. But yeah, so motor's out. Abdul Malik is just refreshing a little bit there. Human just catching a breather over there. And we will catch you guys in the AM. In the AM?
Yeah.
In the AM. So
all of this was just the first night.
yeah. Yo, but we got it out in a night, bruh. I think we started at like 8 o'clock. I mean, that's pretty impressive. 8 o'clock, around about 8 o'clock. Very impressive. Yeah, so tomorrow, Abdul Malik and Liam, they're still gonna be rebuilding or refreshing the new motor. And then, you know what, we'll catch you guys tomorrow.